Hi everyone, welcome back. Now that you know that you have seen the JEE Main live reaction of the students of today's shift, now it's high time to see the teachers' reaction to the questions. So we have gotten and received a lot of memory-based questions from the students, and now it's high time to know the teachers' opinion and reaction to today's paper. So we'll start with Neha ma'am.
Yeah, as far as chemistry paper is concerned, I will grade this paper on a simpler side as compared to January shift.
Alright, it's simple.
Yeah,
Nice.
relatively simple, but certain topics continue to dominate
Yes.
as they were there. Like atomic structure again is there. Till now we have got almost 20 questions out of 25, in which we have seen that atomic structure is again asked, molecular bonding is there. But some new changes like vitamins and biomolecules were quite neglected in session 1. They have found their place this time. Kinetics continue to rule. Thermodynamics is covered. So again, the paper overall content is similar to session 1 January shift, but on a slightly simpler side.
Simpler side,
Yes,
alright.
just few calculations here and there for physical.
Right. And if I want to ask you that how do you divide between the three subjects, that is organic, physical and inorganic?
Yes, all
Right?
three seems to have uniform dominance in the overall paper till
Okay.
now. One or two question here or there may be, like physical seems to be slightly one or two question more than
Heavier,
others. Yes,
heavier dominance,
Yes,
all right.
Otherwise, this paper I'll find it to be simpler. Organic is like in session 1 was multi-conceptual. This time very direct questions are there.
Direct questions.
Direct
alright.
questions are back to
Back on the track, we appreciated a lot about the NTA,
Session
but
one.
now
Yeah, maybe coming shifts.
We can see- we
Yeah,
can see a
coming
change,
shifts will
yeah.
show back the same color.
all right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes.
Sir, over to you.
Thank you. So, looking at the questions that we have seen, physics is more or less, as I said earlier in the earlier session also, that the paper is spread over the entire subject. It is
Alright.
not that one of the particular topic is much more.
All right.
But more or less it is on the expected pattern.
Okay.
Like we have a questions on dimensions, and in thermodynamics we have a question on adiabatic process, and it is very common that they ask like lengthy calculation based questions on thermodynamics.
Right.
So NTA has lived up to the expectation and given a similar kind of paper.
Nice, nice.
So there are few questions which are very easy. At the same time, one or two questions are there which involve a lot of calculations.
All right.
So overall it is balanced with subject spread over current, electricity, magnetic effects, fluid, everything has been
Everything
covered.
is there.
So I think all parts of the syllabus have been touched by NTA.
Perfect.
But physics is has not given any surprise this time.
No surprises, all right.
surprises.
It's as per the expectation, as per the pattern.
Yes, I'm sure physics is going to be high scoring.
Sir, if I give you on a scale of 10, how would you rate this question paper?
So as far as if you talk about grading, so it is JEE Main. So with
Right.
respect to JEE Main, I am saying that paper is 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Perfect.
Very well balanced across all subjects. Nothing very tricky.
Nothing tricky. All
Yeah.
right.
So a student who has done well for his board examination and prepared well for 2 years, he must do well in this exam.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Ma'am, we'll come to you for the number. Sir, but I want to know your reaction for mathematics. How is the paper?
The questions which I have memory based, if I look at those questions, paper is easier.
Easy. All right. Mathematics is easy.
So surprise.
Maths is easy, that means physics will get 100%.
Questions are regular questions, direct questions. In these questions, one question having calculation, but only one question till now I have seen. Language, yes, they have changed little bit tricky.
Little bit tricky. Yeah.
Otherwise, all the things are good and direct questions.
So, what are the questions lengthy?
Not that much.
Not that much.
Except one question which I have
yeah,
right now.
Yeah. So, like you did not live up to the expectation of mathematics standard of lengthiness, is it?
It is easier than
It is easier.
previous, whatever the papers
All
were
right.
there.
This is only the first shift. Correct. Correct.
We have
Correct.
9 more to come.
Correct. Absolutely.
In last session also, first paper was easier. So we start to conclude.
Students should not be becoming careless.
Sure.
Correct. Correct. Sir, on a scale of 10, how would you rate this question paper?
At this moment, I don't have all the questions, and what I am able to see, they have covered only few topics. So whenever paper will come, that time only I can.
All right, you will be able to rate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Ma'am, over to you. How would you rate this entire question paper?
So till now we have got around 20 questions, and like rating the paper, if I consider like I'm not rating on the toughness scale. Toughness is just 6 or 7, I'll say.
Okay.
But again, as sir said, that it is the mains paper, we should consider any 12th going usual student without any support, then the paper is good. Conceptual, I'll grade it at somewhere like 7.58, not more than that.
7.5 to 8.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Till now. But
Okay.
maybe 5 questions when come,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's okay. That's okay. Now, I would just want to know that how do you see the pattern of the question paper? Like, is it different from the session 1 that we saw in the January session, or how is it?
Yes, as this is just the first paper out of 10th, I'll grade this one relatively on the simpler side as
Simpler
compared to
side.
January session.
Ma'am, but is it because we have just seen only one shift's question paper?
Yes,
So is
so
it
we-
just because of the first shift?
It is just a random distribution of paper. I would not say it is first shift or any shift. It is
Okay.
mere coincidence that in both January and April, first shift
Has been a bit easier.
has been a bit easier.
Yeah.
But that is no generalization. It could be anything in coming 9 sessions.
All right. Sir, over to you.
So, well, the paper certainly has 1 or 2 surprise questions. So, it is like you are going through the questions and all questions are coming easy, and all of a sudden then there is a question
Okay.
which has a lot of tricks or maybe lengthy calculations.
Correct.
And you really have to go deep to understand how to solve this. So, like multi-step. So, and that is very common thermodynamics. Usually it happens in
Correct,
thermodynamics. So there is a question in which you need to think over, okay, what is the information given? So indirect information has been given instead of a direct information. So that is going to take time. And I think this happened in January shift also.
January shift as
There
well.
were few questions which were not directly formula based. So you need to like sit over, think, and then manipulate the things to get the answer.
Correct.
But 1 or 2 questions like that.
All right.
Otherwise, it is a general.
It's a general,
normal
like
paper.
it follows the general trend, but a couple of questions are a bit on the higher level in
Yes.
which you have to apply the multi-concepts or
Yes,
multi-level
yes.
of thinking.
Multi-level of thinking or multiple steps of calculation.
Multiple steps of calculation. Perfect. Sir, how do you see the question paper in terms of pattern?
Pattern is almost same. Just questions are simple as compared to last session. So today mass. Yes, in there are some questions where students have to understand. Like one of the question I can see, they are asking sum of roots, but basically it is sum, and sum is giving. Sorry, it is going to be technical.
Yeah, not an issue, not an issue.
Sum
Please
is
go ahead.
giving sum of product of first n terms.
Okay.
So it is a blending of sequence and series and quadratic equations.
So basically, there's a blend in two different concepts
Yeah.
that I can understand.
That is
Yeah.
means that is the little thing, tough thing which is present in the exam. Rest.
So what do you think, like if you see the question paper at the first glance, because it is again a memory based question, a lot of questions we might not have, right? So if you see the question paper at this glance, how do you think that a student might have felt during the examination hall?
You will be happy.
He will be happy seeing the mathematics. Sir, what about physics?
Well, physics, as I said earlier, no surprises, but it's not like that the student will feel very much comfortable because the questions definitely involve calculations.
Calculations,
So it is not that just write the formula and get
Correct,
the answer. So
correct.
you have to solve efficiently, and the options are quite close to each other. So you have to like do careful mathematical calculations.
Perfect.
So that is
options can confuse if the calculation is not
Right.
done properly.
So if a student has not done proper practice of solving questions in 3 hours, then they are going to be like feeling short of time in this paper.
All
A
right.
student who has rigorously done practice for 2 years, he should not face a problem.
All right. Perfect. Ma'am?
Well, my opinion is if January shift they would have seen and prepared their mind for that type of paper, they would have definitely felt much comfortable and happy after seeing this paper. But in integers, 1 or 2 questions require the same care. I would
Correct.
suggest, but till now, I would say only 2-3 questions are like that. And in this particular paper, again, I'm missing that multi-conceptual questions that
Okay.
appeared in last shift.
So the
last
surprises
session.
are not there in chemistry.
Till
so
now I'm
that's why it
not
got
so
7.5.
happy.
Itself is a surprise.
Yeah, that itself is a surprise. Some of the questions are like very easy.
Yeah.
So 2-3 questions in entire 25
Hmm.
of that level is not that time consuming.
Right.
So again, as Sarah said, maths has gone a
Hmm.
little easier, chemistry has gone. So score will go high.
Yes.
Yes.
But this is memory based, na? I don't have too many questions to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, as compared to session one, it seems to have it seems to be that we might have a higher score this time.
Let's keep our finger crossed.
Yes, yes.
Perfect, perfect. We will keep our fingers crossed. We'll see how the students score.
Yes.
All right. Now, if I talk about the time management perspective, because mathematics is not that lengthy, seeing the memory-based questions, of course. So, how do you think the student must be happy in the examination hall? And then, will the student be able to answer all the questions? How the student mindset would have been?
Well, that is very personal judgment on student to student, that how they will react to. Because what we are talking is after analysis of so many reviews of students.
Correct, correct.
When the student is there inside examination hall and seeing this paper which he or she might have prepared for so long, they won't accept it to be so simple on a first go. They'll think, something I am missing. It must be
Okay,
very
okay,
important.
that
It must
way.
be very important. As far as I think, because they don't accept that feeling that it is so easy.
It is easy.
It will, wise students will still be careful, will take their conclusions and judgment like on spot, but with care. So I
Right.
don't think it should impact much on good students' performances.
Right, right. So my question to you is one piece of advice that you would like to give seeing this question paper to the future aspirants.
So the most important aspect as far as physics is concerned would be to read the questions carefully and to be careful about the data.
Correct.
Like as I can see, there is a question in thermodynamics. So the temperature has been mentioned in 100 degrees Celsius, 140
Right.
degrees Celsius.
Right.
And we need to convert it in Kelvin first before solving. And
Nice.
those students will forget this thing.
Right.
So the pressure is given in bar instead of standard SI units.
Right.
The temperature is given in degrees Celsius. It should
Correct.
have been in Kelvin.
Kelvin.
So these factors are to be taken care of. Nothing special, but reading mistakes should
Reading
not
mistakes
be there.
should be avoided.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Ma'am, over to you.
Well, I think that particular factor applies to all three subjects. What Sir has said should be taken in all three subjects, because that is there in our paper also. Like they have clearly asked which does not decolorize cold alkaline. And sometimes they have given an entire reaction or formula, and student may consider that they are asking about reactant. In the corner they written about the products, this statement is true. So
Okay.
that thing is like common for mains, advanced, PCM, maybe even PCB also. We don't know, but that is a fixed factor everyone has to take care of. Like signs are there, they have to be carefully judged. Options
Right.
are closed as usual.
Yes.
So that is a fixed thing.
That
They
the-
need to be careful with reading.
As well as choosing the options.
Definitely, very, very close at times.
Right. Sir, I would like to know your piece of advice to the future aspirants.
Don't consider this paper that
Benchmark.
Right.
benchmark. Their preparation, whatever the preparation they are doing, they should continue. And whatever practice they are doing, they should do
Continue
that.
doing that. Yes.
They should not judge anything because
Correct,
of this paper.
correct. Right. So basically, students, don't be judgmental. Read the question paper nicely and choose the options very carefully. This is the crux from all the 3 star faculties of ours today.